All right, welcome back to Malik Cunningham franchise on Madden 24. I haven't recorded in a while because I haven't been feeling good, but we're going to push through today, and this video will be up probably a couple hours after I record it. We're taking on the Steelers. They're 7-6. We're 7-6. Big game as far as who could get into the wild card, and we beat the Buccaneers last week, but they're not really a good team, and really have to beat the Steelers here. No scenarios of any kind this week, so I really don't want to do run outside. I would prefer to run inside. We'll jump into our practice drill here. Try to get Malik Cunningham some experience. Maybe a dev trait, but those are pretty rare. There's a catch. We've got bronze already. It's a drop. Might still be able to get gold here if we play this right. I don't know how he didn't catch that. Might have bounced off one of the lineman things there. That was a really nice catch. Get it to Garrett Wilson there. We've got silver now. And we've got gold with 1 second left. All right, first try. Don't have to replay the drill. That's always nice. Not going to do any of the other drills. Hopefully no injuries. And we have a couple on defense here. Hopefully none on offense, but it's late into the season. You might have a couple, but none on offense. No upgrades. We'll take a look at the injury report here. Josh Uche with the high ankle sprain and Kyle Duggar with a shoulder strain. They're going to be out for the game. And we'll take on the Steelers here. We're in week 15. Not a whole lot left of the season, as the game looks like it's deciding to once again be slow. It's been struggling at times. It's been running a little slow, and I'm not really sure why. Hopefully it hasn't frozen up. Every time I say that, it does usually end up loading eventually, but Not really anything I can do here other than wait or try and reset it, but we're going to give it a minute before we decide to close out Madden and open it back up. Usually it doesn't take this but a second to load, so not really sure what the deal is here. Gonna reload. Might have to do practice again, hopefully not.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hopefully we don't have to do the practice drill again, because that was a pretty good attempt the last time. But, you know, might not have saved, so. Looks like it did save, and we won't have to do practice again, but. So that's good. We can get right into the game after a slight delay there. We are playing at home, which always helps. Player spotlight is on Malik Cunningham, who is 3 touchdowns away from having the same amount of touchdowns as he has interceptions. He's played well the last several games. Hasn't thrown too many interceptions like he did at the beginning of the season. But this Steelers team, they've got a pretty good defense. Going to be tough to score points against them, but hopefully we can score some touchdowns today. I mean, they've got Kenny Pickett, who in real life the Steelers are struggling without him. Just lost to the Colts the other day without him, with Mitchell Trubisky starting. And we might look, I mean, this is a few years in the future, but we might look to pressure Kenny Pickett quite a bit here today. He's got 13 touchdowns to 7 picks, 2,800 yards passing. Not crazy touchdown numbers. And they're going to look to run the ball, and they don't get anything. They do have Najee Harris, and he is a superstar X Factor. And there's the pressure. Will Anderson Jr. with the sack. Brings up a 3rd and 23. They're going to run a draw here, and they get nothing. They actually lose a yard. And we're going to get the ball for the first time as they are looking to punt. Abraham back deep to return. He's going to get a pretty decent return into Steelers territory at the 42-yard line. And here comes Malik Cunningham. (3,220 yards, 23 touchdowns to 26 picks. A lot of those interceptions came early in the season. He had several games where he had, just a ton of interceptions. Last couple of games, he's played really well. We've looked to run the ball a little more. Our defense has played better. I check that down to Stevenson. And Ramondre Stevenson gets 4 yards. A lot of RPOs here in the suggested plays. We'll run one. Probably just going to hand it off here. I don't like throwing that slant on the RPO. A lot of times it gets picked off. Gonna look to just throw it in the flat out to Good, but he can't make the catch. And I think we're gonna settle for 3 here. Bring Jake Elliott out. And we'll end up right in the middle. Kicks it straight on for the 3. Pretty easy field goal. We get on the board first. I kick it off here to the Steelers. Gonna take a knee in the end zone for touchback. That's an incomplete pass for Kenny Pickett. His first pass he's actually gotten away. Looks like they might run the ball here. They do. Najee Harris picks up 3. Has 3 rushes for 2 yards. And they're going to drop the ball on that one. Was a pretty good throw. Kind of low, though. The receiver might have been looking to run before he caught the ball. They're going to punt again. We don't get quite as good field position this time. Going to continue to run the ball here. Ramondre Stevenson, 4 rushes for 27 yards already. Going to look to throw on first down. Malik Cunningham throwing on the run to Garrett Wilson. Picks up another first down. Might look to check it down to Edwards-Helaire here. Just get him out in the flat there. Try to get some yards after the catch. Only get 3 though. Going to go inside zone with Ramondre Stevenson here. Gets some good blocks. Stevenson picks up another first down. Down to the 17-yard line. Gonna run with Stevenson again. Ramondre Stevenson gets 8 yards, and TJ Watt is injured. Not too upset about TJ Watt not being in the game. Makes it a little easier on us. We're gonna throw the ball out to Good, and he's gonna get a touchdown. Alex Good, the tight end. And we're gonna take a 10-0 lead here pending the extra point. Six plays, 70 yards, minute 56 seconds. And they just haven't been able to stop us from running the ball. We've had a couple of passing plays that have been pretty good, but the runs really set that up as well. They just really haven't been able to stop a whole lot of anything that we're doing. Don't think we had any negative plays on that drive. And they're going to continue to run the ball with Najee Harris. And they're going to continue to get nothing. Going to actually break a couple tackles on that one. Pick up about 5 yards. But that's still going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Kenny Pickett throwing it down the field. Jabril Peppers with the pass breakup. And Kenny Pickett has started 0 of 3 passing the ball. I don't know why you throw the ball 40 yards down the field when you only need 6 yards to pick up the first down. But gonna run it with Ramondre Stevenson again here. And he's looking to have a big game. He's got 7 rushes for 56 yards. We have 95 total yards. They have -6. Don't get much on the run there. We're going to go no huddle here. And we're going to run the ball again. And we just barely pick up the first down. It's 9 rushes for 60 yards. We're going to get Ramondre Stevenson outside. He's only going to get a yard. We'll go back to the pass on this play. Go play action here. We'll launch it down the field to Jameson Williams, who hasn't seen much of the field the last couple of games, but still like to get him involved. We've been pretty balanced passing and running the ball. Maybe leaning a little bit more towards the run, but gonna throw it to, oh, it's gonna get picked off. Just kind of lobbed it up there for Ramondre Stevenson. And that's a pick 6. And the Steelers are right back in the game. The only good thing about throwing a pick 6 is you do get the ball right back. Just kind of lofted it up to Ramondre Stevenson, and their guy was able to jump the route and run it all. There was nobody left. Nobody left to stop him from running that in for a touchdown. And that's another interception for Malik Cunningham. If we can get a touchdown here, we'll be back to a 10-point lead. Gonna get a run for Edwards-Helaire. Gonna bring him to the other side of the formation. Flipped around a little bit, and gonna run a draw play with him. He's gonna pick up the first down. We're gonna bring Ramondre Stevenson back out onto the field. when he gets 4. We really want to run the ball. It's kind of what we've been doing the last couple of games. Run the ball, shorten the game, keep the time on the clock moving. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 again. So Ramondre Stevenson gets the ball. And we're actually going to go inside zone with Edwards-Helaire here. And hopefully a big hole opens up here. It does. He's got 3 rushes for 22 yards. We're going to go play action. Look to get a big play here. Possibly to Alex Good. He gets open. He catches the ball. And he's down to the 13-yard line. He's got 2 catches for 38 yards. Not sure who's going to get open here, but didn't look like any. We tried to take off with Malik Cunningham and he gets sacked. And we run the draw and we get nothing. Gonna bring him a 3rd and 17. They really want us to run this play. It's basically every suggestion. And we're just gonna throw. Oh, that didn't think that was gonna get picked off, but I was just looking to throw it over the middle and give our player a chance there, and didn't. It was just a bad throw. Just a bad throw by Malik Cunningham. That's his 2nd interception of the game. Doesn't look like he's going to have enough touchdowns today to have more touchdowns than interceptions on the season. But hopefully we can clean this up and not throw any more interceptions. We do still have the lead. They're going to get a 1st down here, and it looks like maybe a face mask at the end of it. That is a face mask. Christian Gonzalez with the penalty. That's going to bring him all the way out to the 35-yard line. Really need to stop them here so that they don't take the lead. They're going to break a tackle. Going to juke another guy. So that's Washington on the catch. They're out to the 49-yard line. Some pressure there on Kenny Pickett, but he gets a good ball away. It's going to be George Pickens' 2nd catch of the game. Going to blitz Patrick Queen here. And it's an RPO. And that's hard to stop. Just a really quick completion there. When you really need to force a field goal here, so the game is tied, and they're going to get the touchdown. And now we've got 2 minutes to come down and answer. Feels like I'm just throwing the game away. Trying not to, but that's what it feels like. Be nice if we could get a kickoff return here. Haven't had one of those in quite a while. Don't think we've had one all season. Had several last year when we weren't as good, and it didn't really help us much. But gonna probably look for Jameson Williams on this play. We're going to run right into pressure. Get the ball. Going to run right into pressure and fumble the ball. It's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That was kind of the last thing we wanted to do there. And now we're just looking not to get sacked a couple more times and have a safety. And as I say that, we get sacked. I'll look to throw it here. They wanted us to run the ball, but I really don't want to do that. I want to at least give us a chance to pick up the first down. Wilson with the catch. He gets the first down. We're going to run a screen here. We're really just trying to, at the very least, get into field goal range here. Do get out of bounds. We have all of our timeouts still. Go back to coach suggestions here. I'm going to go with the shallow dig that I always like to run in all of my franchises. Pretty sure all of my franchises I'm in Bill's playbook, so seems to work well. Really like Bill's playbook, so a lot of good plays in there. Get out of bounds again, pick up 7. We could run a draw here since we have all of our timeouts. Probably call one after this play. We get the first down. I'm going to call a timeout. Don't want to leave them time to score either. If we could get a touchdown here and actually take the lead, that would be nice, though. Going to take off with Malik Cunningham. He's going to get the first down. We're actually going to go no huddle here. Going to throw it out to Edwards-Helaire, who drops the ball. Leaves us 38 seconds and 2 timeouts. I think we're going to go with another screen here. And they kind of get in the way of Stevenson even getting out into his route and just nowhere to go with the ball at that point. Going to bring up a 3rd and 19 after we take the timeout. Down to good. He gets down to the 1-yard line. We're going to go no huddle here. It's going to bring up 13 seconds left. Going to run the ball with Stevenson. He doesn't get in. We're going to call our last timeout. It's going to leave us with 4 seconds. And we're going to actually try to get the touchdown here. Malik Cunningham to Garrett Wilson. He has another touchdown. He's had several on this season. And we take the lead with 1 second left in the first half. They ice us on the kick, though. That must be one of their momentum factors. Even though we just took the lead, they somehow still have all the momentum. I don't understand that at all. You would think we took the lead, we'd have the momentum, but they have 1 second left, and they're just going to take a knee here. And it's halftime, and I think I'm going to run out to my kitchen and grab a bottle of water during halftime because My throat is bothering me a little bit from all the talking. Bengals taking on the Ravens, and the Ravens are beating the Bengals. Chiefs Giants. It would help us a little bit if the Giants won this game, unless the Chiefs are winning their division. In that case, it really wouldn't matter too much. I can't imagine they're winning the division at 8-5, but they might be. Really, the pick six in the first half was the difference that kept them in the game, and we do get the ball to start the second half. Really nice that we scored to end the first half, and we get the ball to start the second half. And if we could have got a block there, we might have had something, but seems like the blocking just hasn't been there on our kickoff returns this year. Some of those backup players and special teams guys just not the same. Get 5 on the run. We've been moving the ball pretty well. It's just been the couple of turnovers we've had that has kind of let Pittsburgh hang around. I'm going to play action here. Everybody looks covered, but we're going to throw it down the field and kind of just hope it's incomplete. Give somebody a shot at it anyway. 2nd and 10. We're going to look to throw again here. Actually looking for good. Kind of goes right through his hands. And now we're kind of forced to throw on 3rd and 10. We're going to actually take off up the middle with Malik Cunningham. It's going to bring up a 4th and 5. And we're going to punt the ball. We have the lead. No reason to go for it. Just punt and play defense. They're going to throw the ball. Come really close to a first down. Going to be 3rd and inches. They may look to run the ball here. If they do, hopefully we can stop them and bring up a 4th down. They're actually going to throw, and it's going to be knocked out and incomplete. 4th and inches, they're going to punt. So we hold them on the 3rd down, and we're going to get the ball back here. Going to just kind of check it down there to Boone and pick up 6 yards. Gonna follow our big tight end out of the backfield, Ramondre Stevenson. Now goes over 100 yards, gets us down to the 49-yard line. He's been good. Just needs to maybe be a little more consistent. This game he's been good. I mean, just overall the whole season there have been times we've struggled to run the ball too. So we get Edwards-Helaire in the game now. Mims really hasn't been on the field this game a lot. Did they maybe adjust my depth chart a little bit? Somebody go up an overall or something and maybe pass him, but I do like getting Jamison Williams on the field. We have too many good receivers. We might look to trade somebody at the end of the season just because we can't keep everybody. We don't need all these good wide receivers and they're not getting on the field. So incomplete pass there. I'm going to take off with Malik Cunningham. He's going to get stopped. I'm going to get caught up on the blockers there. We're going to go no huddle here, but I think we're going to look to change the formation. And we're going to run a tight end screen here. Hopefully just pick up something. Can't get the blocking on it. We actually lose a couple of yards. But a field goal here. We're going to be iced. We're going to be iced. Hopefully it's good. It's terrible. It's the worst field goal I've ever seen. I can't kick an iced field goal. If this game better not come down to an iced field goal. I kind of like the momentum factors at times, the home field things, but when they're working against you, and that's really the only one that's really terrible. Is all kicks are an iced kick. I mean, can you pick it with an incomplete pass? But I think if we get the ball again, we're going to have to go for it on fourth down if they still have the momentum. Which I don't see how they have the momentum. We should get the ball here. We should, with a couple of first downs, have the momentum. At least low enough that they don't have the factor that makes us iced on the kick. They just lost it with us getting the ball, so if we get down into field goal range again and they stop us for a fourth down, we should be able to just kick a field goal. But we only get a yard on that play. We've got Boone out there now. He might look to get open on this play as he kind of just runs by everybody. But was a defender down the field to kind of catch up to where he was running to. So we're going to throw it out to Boone here. Throw it deep. If we could have dropped it in front of him a little, probably would have been a big gain, but we're going to punt. Play defense. Nobody has scored here in the third quarter. That's all right, as long as we keep them from scoring. Almost an interception. If Jones could have got his hands up there, he would have picked that off. Got Bentley and Queen blitzing on this play. He's going to get the ball out and get close to a first down. Chase Claypool, who has ended up back on the Steelers. They're going to run the ball here. They're going to get... Oh, we overran him. We overran Najee Harris. And they've got the momentum back. And they've got a big gain down to the 20. How did Chase Claypool end up back on the Steelers? What could have been an interception ends up being a catch for a touchdown. They've got full momentum now, and they've also got the lead. And we probably could have blocked that if I had been a little more aware of what was going on. It's going to be 21-16. Abraham trying to take it outside. Only gets up to the 16-yard line. We've had more than twice as many yards as them today. And yet they have the lead. And the last couple of drives, we just haven't been able to run the ball quite the same. Run it on first down and don't really get anything, but we're going to run it again here on second down. Malik Cunningham with the handoff to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to get 7. We're going to come up and run it again. He's going to stretch out for a first down. We're going to throw here. They're going to drop out of the pressure. I tried to get that pass off. Could not. We're actually going to run the same exact play. Can't get it to Ramondre Stevenson. 3rd and 21. Go verticals here. This did work earlier. Gonna throw it to Boone. He gets the catch. There's a flag down. Might be pass interference. Surprised he actually caught that one. We're gonna decline it. Gonna throw it out to Ramondre Stevenson. He can't get a block, but he does pick up 7. We really need a touchdown here. We can't look to settle for a field goal. Especially with how we haven't stopped them the last couple of times they've had the ball. We did stop them once, but couple of times they've just driven right down the field in the first half, and then again last time they had the ball. We're gonna get sacked. It's gonna bring up a 2nd and 16. And nobody's really covering Mims there, but the coverage does catch up to him eventually. If we have to settle for a field goal here, I will, because some points is better than no points, but I don't think I want to, because it's going to be an iced kick again, so. It's nearly going to get picked off. I don't think we can kick an iced kick here. I've already missed a couple. think we're going to have to go for it. Abraham out on the field now. And we get hit as we throw, and it's incomplete. I like the decision to go for it there, just don't like the results. Najee Harris with a run, bounces off a tackler. And now he's got 11 rushes for 67 yards. We got to get a stop here. And they're just going to run it again. And they have a lot of space, and we can't stop them. We're going to blitz on this play in case they run it again. They do run it again, but we do only let them get 4. They're going to look to throw here. That's a completion. We cannot let them get a touchdown here. They're all the way down to the 16-yard line. The turnover would be great. Kenny Pickett's taking off. How do we let Kenny Pickett take off and get down to the 2-yard line? Now we need a goal line stand to even try to stay in this game. We're going to start with a loss of 4 by Najee Harris. Got to save our timeouts in case they score a touchdown here. We'll need them to get the ball back because we'll be down 2 scores. They're going to run right up the middle and get into the end zone. Going to be hard to come back from this now. We're going to have to score really quickly. And then use our timeouts to get the ball back. Which, this game would be a lot different if we weren't kicking iced kicks. Just whenever. If we could somehow score here before the 2-minute warning, that would be really good. I'm going to throw it out to our tight end. He's going to make the catch and get out of bounds. Go play action crossers here. Hopefully we don't get sacked, which is I think what happened last time in this play. I'm going to throw it out to Garrett Wilson here. He's going to make the catch on the sideline. Just barely get, and he also gets out of bounds. So they're not even going to review it. Going to throw it to Garrett Wilson again. That's going to unfortunately take us to the 2-minute warning. Would have been good if we could have scored before the 2-minute warning, but we do have all of our timeouts. I'm going to look to kick it deep if we score here. And we definitely can't throw a pick. Game would be over at that point. Might. I'm going to just throw it to Garrett Wilson again. He's open. We'll kick the extra point here. We do make the extra point. I'm going to kick it deep and take our timeouts. We cannot let them get a first down. They're probably just going to look to run the ball here, I would think. They are going to run the ball. We're going to call timeout. If we can get the ball back with a decent amount of time here. And they're going to get a first down. They're going to get way down the field. And now we only have 2 timeouts. Going to be a lot harder to win the game now. That may have just put it away. Barring a turnover here, I think we've already lost the game. So. Call our last time out. We could get the ball back with very, very little time. They're actually taking a knee. And they're going to punt the ball. We could get it back with maybe about 15 seconds or so. We're going to just punt it into the end zone. We're going to have 17 seconds to get into the end zone here. And I don't like any of these plays they're suggesting. Go 4 verticals. Not really sure I like that without our tight end on the field. And if we complete this, we've kind of got to get out of bounds. That throw is out of bounds. I'd like to pick up some yards here just to... We can't call any of these plays. I want to go... I want to go levels corner and try to get to good. I'd like to pick up enough yards that we can get a shot into the end zone. And Good's wide open. He's going to take it down the field. He might get into the end zone. He's going to score with 2 seconds left. Alex Good gives us the lead with 2 seconds left. We're going to go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game. Not that it matters much, but we do get into the end zone for 2. And we might just pull off the... I was just looking for a play there to maybe try to get out of bounds to get a shot to the end zone, but nobody covered him. So unless the Steelers can do, the same thing here, we're going to win the game. Going to run kind of a zone defense here just to back everybody up. He's going to check it down, make the tackle at the sideline, and that's going to end the game. We're going to win, and we're going to go to 8-6, and the Steelers are going to drop to 7-7. 31-28 is the final. We'll take a look at the stats here. Malik Cunningham, 22 of 37 for 403 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Had a long of 80. That was on that final play there of that last drive. Kenny Pickett, 10 of 17, 155, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Rushing, we had 25 for 148 for Ramondre Stevenson. Had a long of 17. Najee Harris for the Steelers, 19 for 120. Had a touchdown. Had a long of 46. Edwards-Helaire had a few carries. Malik Cunningham scrambled a couple times, said Kenny Pickett. Receiving, we're just going to look at our guys. Good. 7 catches for 188. And one of those catches was for 80 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He did drop the ball once, but not really worried about it. Garrett Wilson had 6 catches for 97, 2 touchdowns, along with 30. Edwards-Helaire had a couple catches. Boone had a few catches. One of those was a big third down conversion. The other one was just a check down. I think Jamison Williams had a couple nice catches. Ramondre Stevenson didn't get too involved in the passing game. And Marvin Mims recorded a drop. Defensively, we could have been better defensively. Tackles for loss. Tim Carter and Jamar Lewis had 2, and then we had a whole bunch of guys have 1. We only sacked Kenny Pickett 1 time. Didn't get any interceptions. Didn't force any fumbles. So our defense could have been better. They were pretty good in the first half, for the most part, but fell apart a little bit in the second half. We've got a couple of upgrades. Our team might be our backup right tackle. Then Garrett Wilson. Probably going to go playmaker. Just make him better at what he's already good at. +3 awareness. +1 break tackle. +1 catching. Juke move and medium route running go up. He's almost to a 90 overall. We're going to advance the week here. And we're going to take a look at the playoff picture before we end the video. We are 8-6. We're taking on the 5-9 Texans next week. And we are still not into the playoff picture here. The Jaguars are that last team in the playoff picture. And we'll look and see what their record is. The Jaguars are 9-5, so lost by the Jaguars, a win by us. Chiefs and the Raiders are ahead of us. They both lost in their last game. We're on a 5-game winning streak. Jaguars won their last game. The Bills have lost a few in a row. But we've got to keep winning. We can still make the playoffs here. Probably can't afford to lose any of these games down the stretch, especially if we can beat the Bills. They're in our division. They're right now a game ahead of us. A loss by the Bills and then a win over the Bills would put us ahead of the Bills. So right now the Bills are number 6 in the playoff picture. So that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.